Hey guys, welcome in to another Find Fantasy adventure. Think things are happening a little bit weirdly today. My internet's a bag of shit. I keep getting loads of dropped frames, so I'm sorry if it keeps buffering. It's doing it on my end. So, I mean, it's still playing the countdown. So, Flamin' Heron, how's it going, mates? How are you? Here we are. I don't know why the internet's having a bit of trouble today. I did a speed test, and my upload, which is usually 10, was 6. So, I've had to lower the bit rate in order for it to work here without skipping frames and stuff. So, I imagine there's going to be massive lag. Massive lag. Let me refresh this and see what happens. Rhymester Maid, how's it going? It says excellent connection now. Refresh your screens if you feel like you're lagging behind. I probably would recommend to refresh your screens like anyway, because yeah, it seems to be very laggy today, unfortunately. So it is what it is. We just have to deal with it. But here we are, Star Strider. This, I don't remember anything about this. Obviously, I've done a first look on it, but the cover illustration was done by Alan Craddock. And it was written by Luke Sharp. And inside, all the illustrations are Gary Mays. And they're all right. They're okay. They're very basic done, but, you know, they're quite nice, I'd say. The illustrations inside, you know. Cover illustrations, very intriguing. The adventure sheet is very intriguing because it talks about time, oxygen, calculations, and there's a fear score as well. So, I don't know. Gotta make sure I'm sitting right here because otherwise I look low down. I gotta sit up. I need to be able to get a higher chair or raise this chair, or I don't know. Tim Street, how you doing, mate? Welcome in. Thank you for watching, guys. You haven't read this book for a long time. I can't even remember last time I played. Last time I played it probably would have been just prior to doing that first look in like 2018. I think I did majority of my first looks in 2017 and 2018, and then finished them by 2019. So a few years old, you know. And guys, I've got a nice little treat. If you're a member on my channel, and it's easy to join, like literally somewhere along the bottom there is a join button. You might not see it on your mobile, but on the PC you will see it. If you can't see it, if you go on my Discord, there is a link in there to it. And in the description box of this video, there is a link to join as a member, because I've started playing through these books myself privately with no audience. I'm the one playing through and obviously doing all the voices still. I started with the Sorcery series, and that video, as soon as I finished editing it, will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, but only my members will be able to watch that. So if you join as a member, you're going to get to see me play through them all. And I think, like, I'm still trying to debate if I play through it, and if I die, I restart the video, and just play through it till I complete it, or if I just play through it. But I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Hey, John McCabe, how's it going? You love the Hawaiian shirt? Yeah, I got this from work. This is actually got this as part of my work allowance. It's a nice summery top, and I love Hawaiian shirts. So, yeah. It's a shame you can't really see much of it. I'm too low down, I feel. I feel like I'm really low down. I need to find something to build me up, but my chair is at its highest setting. So the camera sadly sits on the PC, and it literally just needs to be a couple of inches down, but I can't. It's pointing all the way down. I can't get it down any lower unless maybe I sit it there, but there's not enough. I might be able to if I push that back. Oh, that's up against the wall, so that can't go back. Like, I've got no more height to lower the camera, sorry. So, but yeah, if you join as a member, you'll get to see me play through all the Fighting Fantasy books. And the first episode will upload soon. So, are we dead yet? We haven't started yet. We haven't even rolled for our adventure yet. So, our character, what's his name again? Thundercrotch, Soul Puncher. That was it. Thundercrotch Soul Puncher. Let me know if everything's okay. I'll lower that down so there's no echo on it. Hey, Rhymester. Spellsinger, how's it going, mates? We're all good. We're all good. Yeah, it's a nice, beautiful day outside. It's nice and sunny. I'm getting a nice little tan. And the mission. There's a mission thing here. We'll have to read that in a minute. Likely enemies. Oh, gosh, there's a bit to read, guys. I didn't realize. We'll have to start reading this. Abilities. The mission you're about to undertake will involve you traveling on a strange planet and facing unknown dangers. You must therefore determine your strengths and weaknesses. So, the normal skill, stamina, luck, but there's also a fear score and a time score we have to keep track of. Normal combat for us will be the same, and it says feats and tasks. In certain special cases, you will be asked to use your stamina and skill scores for other purposes, such as shooting at craft, aerial combat, and in these cases, you must enter details in the special encounters box. Well, that is just the enemy thing, so we won't be doing that, mate. Throughout the mission, you'll be asked to determine distances to jump, leap, and swim by the roll of dice, which we've got. I mean, that just, says what we already know, really. So there is a bit, so it's really weird because usually the introduction of the book comes after the adventure sheet. But the very first page after the adventure sheet is the start of the book. So the sort of backstory is at the beginning of the book, which is very unique. Very unique. So this is book number 27, guys. So far, we've done 27 of these so far. Leo, mate, how's it going? Welcome in, guys. Hello, everyone. Guys, it's going to be good. I've literally finished my coffee, though. Like, that's literally gone. But it's okay, because I've got a bottle of water here. So, and obviously, I've got the munchies. It doesn't actually state in our adventure sheet about meals. Like, I don't know how we eat or survive. I don't even know who we are. I don't know who this guy... No. I don't know who this guy is. The guy with the green... He looks like the Grinch. He looks like Jim Carrey, the Grinch, doesn't he? Mate. We could do a Jim Carrey... Wait, let's roll for our character, shall we? And then we'll start the backstory. So we're going to roll for our skill here. Here we go. Guys, everybody start crossing your fingers, yeah? We got a 4, so that's a skill of 10. That's pretty good, I'd say. That's a good start. Hey guys, there's a couple who do these books over on Twitch who I never knew about, and they started uploading their vids, their streams to YouTube, and it's a boyfriend and girlfriend situation, and they've got all these graphics and everything. And has anybody ever heard of them? I think Hologon Media or something, Hologon Live, I don't know. But anybody ever heard of them? There's like somebody else who does this, guys. We've been doing it for years, and I finally found somebody else who does it on YouTube. So, right, we're going to roll for stamina now. Here we go. I've got another camera somewhere, so setting another camera up, pointing it at this battle arena that we've got, will be happening in the future. Right. How are you, Rhymester, mate? Yeah? You're as good as new now. Brilliant, mate. Absolutely brilliant. I rolled an 8. That's a stamina of 20, guys. Skill of 10, stamina of 20. That's pretty good. Like, our character seems to be a bit of a badass. Okay, here we go. Let's roll for our luck now. Rolled a 2. That would have been a 4, but it went over to be a 2. We have a luck of 8. We're not that lucky, guys, I'd say. Now, the fear score, it says... Roll 1 die and add 6. So, since the Gremolians, which I'll tell you who they are in a second, rely so heavily on illusions calculated to scare you, You must test your fear factor quite a lot in this book, and a bad state of mind can affect your stamina and skill, and that is why it's been medically proven that fighting fantasy is good for your health. It helps to lower your blood pressure. We proved that last stream. So you must always be playing fighting fantasy for a good, healthy mind and body. So you might be asked to reduce these if you fail the test. Determine if you are frightened in the same way as you determine luck. So we roll 1 die for fear and add 6. We got a 4. That's a fear score of 10. So 10, we're maxed out with fear. I guess when it hits 0, the fear score stays the same throughout the mission. Obviously, if you fail the test, you will be asked to reduce that number. Determine if you are frightened in the same way as you determine luck. I mean, I guess if it goes down to 0, you die. I mean, it does say the fear score stays the same throughout the mission, but then it contradicts itself by saying, you know, you may be asked... Oh, you may be asked to reduce your stamina and skill if you fail your fear test. That's what it means. So, if we rolled an 11 or 12, which not very likely, then it'd be like, lose some stamina, lose some skill because you're scared shitless, basically. The weird robot dog on the cover makes an appearance in the London Underground when we get there. What? Spell singer, mate? Will the dice favour us? So far, I think the dice is pretty decent for us. Now, I don't know what the box for calculations is, but there is a time box, and evidently time is crucial in this mission. You must complete your task before the time runs out. You begin with 48 time units, okay? So, I don't know if that's days or hours or weeks or whatever, but they're going to reduce as we progress through the book. So, let's not waste any time, guys, yeah? This is like a race, and we'll have to note the reductions carefully. Spend time gathering clues that will help save time later on. If your time score ever reaches 0, you failed. The Gomrolians have extracted the defense codes from the president's brain. That's what we're dealing with here, guys. I mean, it's just a normal Sunday afternoon where the president's brain is getting extracted for information by some alien race. You know, just a normal Sunday. So that's pretty much everything we need to know. This book has a dedication in it to Isabel and the felines from Whisters 4. How nice is that? To Isabella and her whisters and felines. So there we go. That's pretty much done. I'm gonna finish off this coffee, and then I'll read the backstory. How is everybody, guys? How is everybody doing? If you're in the northern hemisphere, summer is coming. If you're in the southern hemisphere, winter is coming. So wherever you are, stay safe and warm or cool. And let me adjust my hair because it's doing my head in. I need to visit my mum for a haircut. Like, need a haircut. I'm definitely going to have to go, like, in the next few weeks to get a haircut. Weirdly, this story is on Earth, and we get to visit the Big Smoke. We're on Earth, are we? No way. The story that starts on Earth. So we're not even in Titan. Fear score remains constant. Exactly. Have you watched Game of Thrones? Of course I have. Love Game of Thrones. Absolutely love it. You know? I see that there's a new season of House of the Dragon, right? Now, not so long ago, I went to Belfast, right? Checked out the Titanic Museum, had a blast, and right next door to the Titanic Museum, on the edge of the gangway where they actually built the real Titanic, there is a massive warehouse building that says Titanic Studios on it. And I kind of thought, well, that's probably where they film stuff relating to Titanic, right? And on the other side of where the hotel that I was staying, I could see these cranes and these lights. And I was like, oh, yeah, they're building a ship over there. So this is still an active dock and everything. And it turns out that what they were... Let me skip these ads that are about to take place. There we go. What they were, the cranes and everything that they had over there wasn't anything to do with ships. It was a giant film set. and it was like a town or a castle with rocks, and I couldn't really see what was going on, but I saw people milling around, and the cranes were moving. There were massive lighting rigs as well, and basically that's where they were filming. Now, because obviously Game of Thrones was filmed in Ireland, so all the oldie worldy looking stuff, I actually went on a Game of Thrones tour around the Northern Ireland segment. I saw all like the wall, I saw the King's or Knight's Landing or whatever it's called, which has now actually been destroyed by weather. I saw all the filming locations of where they filmed Game of Thrones, and opposite the hotel, they were actively filming something. Now, I walked past, the Titanic Studios, and they had all these costumes out of White Walkers. And I was like, that's from Game of Thrones, that is. And the people walking around inside the area, film crew, had the Game of Thrones logo thing on their leather jackets or whatever they were wearing, right? And I thought, oh my gosh, they're actually filming Game of Thrones here. Ho ho! And I actually started talking to one of the people who were on the inside, right? And I was like, what are you filming? What's going on? Tell me, mate. And he was like, oh, it's just a film. It's a live action version of How to Train Your Dragon. I went, no, it's not. I'm like, that film isn't happening. I'd know about it if it were. I'm like, it's nothing to do with How to Train Your Dragon. This is like the next season of House of the Dragon, right? And I asked another person as well, a guy who had just walked out. He was like, I don't know what he had a high vis jacket on, and I was like, mate, what are they filming in there? And he said How to Train Your Dragon as well. I mean, at first they said I can't say because I lose my job, and I said, come on, mate, I won't say anything to anybody. And they just said it was a live action version of How to Train Your Dragon. And now I see that there is a trailer for season 2 of House of the Dragon, which is a spin-off series to Game of Thrones that features White Walkers. So basically, they were filming the season 2 of House of the Dragon, and inside the studio, I could see all these green screens set up everywhere. Like, I didn't see any actors or actresses or anything like that, but they were filming. That's where they were filming House of the Dragon season 2, definitely. So, put a little pen mark on one of the White Walker suits because you could reach through and see it. So, if you see my name on a White Walker suit, that's because I put it there. Fact. So, yeah, they probably just didn't want people to know that it was House of the Dragon, secrets and all that. So, but there's definitely no live action version of How to Train Your Dragon. Maybe that's what they're doing in the series. It's How to Train Your Dragon in House of the Dragon. Anyway, guys, that's got nothing to do with Star Strider. Let's start the backstory, shall we? And get this going. So, the mission, should you choose to accept it, the mission. Rogue Tracer, it says. A hunter of fugitives, criminals, and wanted beings who have a price on their head. Formerly known as bounty hunters. Like Boba Fett. Licensed by the Trace Beam organization, elite rogue tracers are known as Star Striders. Roll the credits. And that's from the Encyclopedia of Galactica. Okay? Special message follows. Special message incoming. The Gromulans, I'm going to say Gromulans, have kidnapped President Exerin of Galaxy 1 Federation. Breaking news, everybody. The president has been kidnapped, and it seems the Gromulans are the ones who did it. He has been taken to a quadrant in the northern hemisphere of the planet Earth. We're on Earth. Confirmed. It is feared that he is being brain scanned at this very moment, and that the Zand Corporation assures us that his... Oh, fuck, what is that word? Cephaloprotector will hold out only for a further 48 gravity hours, hence the 48 time. 48 gravity hours. What is a gravity hour, guys? After that time, our computer defense codes will be in the Gromulan hands, and probably in the hands of our enemies. The Empire of the Purple Flag. The Empire of the Purple Flag. That sounds like we ain't got anything to worry about. If the Empire of the Purple Flag are on our case, just blow them away. They don't sound that menacing. The Empire of the Purple Flag. Woo! James Bond in space. Basically, it's what it sounds like, isn't it? Hopefully we don't end up the same way he did. What, Hodor? Hodor. Hodor. I choose to ignore what happened in the Book of Boba Fett. I quite like the Book of Boba Fett. I think it was pretty decent. You know, I'm Boba Fett. I got 2 of his game books. Beowulf and Dracula. What, James Bond? Did he start writing fighting fantasy books? I didn't end up getting his other 2 books he previously did for the history of fighting fantasy. Are we talking about... Can't remember his name now. Sorry, mate. What is his name? The fighting fantasy writer who does his own stuff. Bloody hell, what is his name? I do know it. You know, he wrote Howl of the Werewolf and all that. I don't know. Somebody will put it in the chat. Guys, refresh your screens, okay? Jonathan Green. Thank you very much, Flaming Aaron. That's the one. Thank you. 1 gravity hour equals 0.01 yonks. 7 yonks to a donkey's year. Oh, my life. Right, Empire of the Rainbow Flag, mate. That's coming up soon, isn't it? At the stroke of midnight, everything goes pride. I'm telling you now. It's everywhere. So, yeah, Empire of the Purple Flag. You are the best rogue tracer in Sector 6. We're not so hot in Sector 5 or Sector 7, but Sector 6, man, we are the best rogue tracer. In the galactic top money-making table, you rank 97th. We're not that good then, are we? We're not number 1. We're not even number 10 or 50. We're 97th. So we're not that hot shit, are we? You've been chosen very carefully, and whoever chose us is a right idiot. Yeah, we need a special mission to save the president. Don't go for number 1, though. Whoever number 1 is, we can't afford that. Go for somebody further down the table that we can afford. 97th, yeah, he'll save the president. Why don't you just go for number 1, mate? You should have been chosen very carefully, and your mission, should you choose to accept it. Dun, 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 dun. Standard contract MI special rates is as follows. Guys, it sounds like more like Mission Impossible than James Bond. Mr. Phelps, should you choose to accept it, is to, you know, act non-conspicuous whilst smoke emits from this device as it self-destructs. And so that you just light a fag and smoke comes up and it's destroyed. Yeah, we're more like Johnny English, guys. That's it. Star Strider, Johnny English. That's exactly more like, or Inspector Gadget probably. But yeah, we're more like Johnny English, you know. Oh, they're hilarious films. You will make your way to Earth under the pretext of your rogue tracer activities, locate the president, and get him out. Space Fleet 7 will be waiting in Earth orbit for your signal. Space Fleet 7. This sounds so proper. Please note that successful completion of your mission will make you very rich. But if you do not accept the assignment, Tracebeam assures us that they cannot guarantee the future flow of criminal records to your terminal for tracing. Don't know what that means. Please indicate your acceptance of the mission, yes or no. Somebody's crossed out the N in this book. So he's got to definitely accept the mission. I mean, if we don't accept the mission, guys, the book's over. So you kind of have to. Why even give you the choice? Thank you. Further details will now follow. We've got to wait for the mission to come through, guys. All right? Wait for the mission to come through. Got to drink. Go, Gadge, go! Definitely. Right, missions come through. The Gromolans are a humanoid, hyper-intelligent people of unknown origin who have previously only dabbled in a world-scale terrorism, and they are experts in the construction of androids and are masters of illusion. They are the originators of Illugiovision. Illugio Vision, guys. I mean, this sounds like hologram technology. Illugio Vision 70 for the Galactic Ents Corporation, but were robbed of all their copyright in the last century. They didn't copyright it, guys. Somebody stole it off them. If you come up with an idea, an original IP, copyright it. And that means you put a C with a circle and the year you came up with it, and you've copyrighted it. Now, you can register your IP as well if you want to back it up, but that copyright is enough to secure it. I mean, you kind of can just do that after a fact, can't you? Oh, yeah, I copyrighted the Mona Lisa. Yeah, I did it, yeah. In 1200 AD, yeah, or BC or whatever. You know, so Mona Lisa's mine. See, on this new paper that I've done, on this new parchment paper, this is M briefing us. Basically, yeah, we're going to go see Q in a minute for some tech, probably. Their latest invention is the Illusioscope. So they came out with Illugio Vision. Somebody robbed it off them. Now they've come out with Illusioscope. And hopefully they're going to copyright it. It's a portable illusion generator. I mean, that sounds like Illugio Vision to me. But the Gromulans will be expecting a rescue attempt, so beware. To assist you, we are activating our planeted spy androids in that sector. Looking out for these and the code match signal, but be extremely careful, guys. The Groms, right? The Groms are experts in turning dedicated androids. They're not so good with Apple devices, though, but an Android, they can turn like that. So they weren't too smart then. No, that they weren't, mate. They weren't. Hey, look, there's a Coke train. Look at that. It says Coke on that. Now, is that the drug or the drink? It's a Coke train. Oh, man. Weird. The Gromulans have been using Earth as a base for the last century. It's a small, insignificant planet on the edge of the galaxy, once heavily populated, but now in decline. Most of its native inhabitants have immigrated to Alpha Cent. Its only source of credits is the servicing of freight cruisers and the mining of salt. Unfortunately, the Phozon crystal does not function in that solar system, and we cannot pinpoint the locations with sensormatics. You will have to signal the rescue fleet once you found the president. So basically, call in the troops. What's happening? Oh, I think an advert's playing. Bollocks. Let me wait till it finishes. Have you guys got adverts? Skip. Just skip it. The remoteness of the Earth and the lack of sensor detection has meant the fugitives have flocked to the planet. You will find many targets on Earth, so you may be kept busy in your normal profession. This makes the rescue more difficult, but also strengthens your cover. So that's the mission, guys, if we choose to accept it. Sounds very dangerous. Sounds like, I don't know. Sounds like I need to move back here. There we go. Everybody aboard the Coke train. This is Escape from New York. Is it? Is that what it sounds like? Right. I want to get high. Okay. I mean, do as you please, man, innit? This is my drug, Fighting Fantasy. Best line in the world. Best lines I've had in the world, these. Right. So there's some likely enemies now. I don't know. Should I read all of them? Because there's 5. There's 5 likely enemies we could come across. We could come across the Gromulans, right? Who are intelligent humanoids who would rather surrender than risk a fight in the physical sense. They specialize in deception and can talk the 3 hind legs off a Wookiee. Off a Wookiee! Oh, it says it there, a Wookiee. Guys, this is honestly... Now, a Wookiee, this is obviously written in the 80s, so they ripped off Star Wars. Yeah, 87, so they ripped off Star Wars, even though Star Wars originally ripped off Fighting Fantasy. Yeah, everyone's just ripping everyone. They were nomadic, but have settled on Earth for the last 100 gravity years, where they've developed their androids and patent illusoscope. Some reports talk of an addiction to chess and small Earth snails. They can't get enough of the snails. They love them. Slimy little creatures. While we're playing chess, we nibble our snails. The gremlins, chuck water at them. Hey, Wargaming Dad, how's it going? It's early, but why not? Right, so that's the gremlins. Now, there's also gremlin androids. Now, these can be vary tremendously in design and type. They're a main power base of the Groms, and the Excel class are very dangerous. So beware of the Excel class gremlin android. Okay? You are skilled in techniques of fighting androids and will have a good chance against guards, grompols, admins, sweepertrons, etc., etc. But try to stay clear of the Excels, okay? If you do get close to one, probe for deactivation points. The Groms fear their creations turning on them, and all models have built-in weak spots. As with all standard types, a badly damaged android will just blow up and self-destruct. Boom. So, don't mess with the Excels unless they got a weak spot. Escargot. So also other people we're going to come across are fugitives and criminals. You may meet anyone from a tax dodge Ferian to a pirate prince. Many will leave you alone, but if they suspect you are being a rogue tracer, they may run or attack. Remember, you operate within the galactic law, and you are bound not to kill human beings. Guys, no killing these humans now. Aren't we human? If you do, you will become a fugitive and be hunted down. If you do trace fugitives, cache and mark them for future collection. A lot of things to remember here, guys. I hope you're noting this all down, because I'm not. You guys have got a lot to remember. The hell was that? Something just fell down over here, and there's nothing here to fall down. So, I don't know what happened there. Creepy, man. I got Hannibal Lecter keeping me company, guys. Look at this. Hello, Clarice. I'm reading Red Dragon and Silence of the Lambs at the moment. I've read Hannibal Rising, so... Should I just do the stream like this from now on, guys? Should I just put that up and we do the stream like this? A sensor once tested me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and an ice Chianti. I bet you any money somebody's in bed because they're in Australia or something. And they're going, dude, you're freaking me out. Get Hannibal Lecter off the screen. What does human flesh taste like? I imagine like chicken skin. I've never tasted human flesh. Well, actually, that's a lie. I have tasted human flesh. You know when you get a little bit of skin on your nail there? You bite it off? I think one time I might have accidentally swallowed it. That would class as tasting human flesh. It didn't have a taste of anything, to be honest, because it was little dead bits. But I imagine it tastes like chicken skin. I don't know. We'll have to ask a cannibal somewhere. Imagine if he said it tasted like chocolate. Like, mate, there'd be cannibals everywhere, wouldn't they? Give us the skin, man. People would be slicing themselves. I got a bit of extra skin here. I'll just have a bit of that. Bit of chocolate. Lovely. Anyway. There's also hooligans we could come across. Or hooligans. It doesn't actually say hooligans. It says hooligans. There's no I there. So these are local feuding groups of native Earth origin. Believed to be number 80 to 90 tribes. They base their fanaticism on some long-forgotten religion, which revolves around colors of clothing, generally scarves. Guys, do you guys know that there's like a secret code here for scarves, handkerchiefs, like when you wear them around your waist? There is like a code system for certain groups of people, meaning that you like certain things. Did you guys know about this? So like if you have a red scarf on your left hip or something, you're into this and that, you know. I didn't notice, but there is. So it sounds like that's what these guys do. These guys have a flag of many colors. Each tribe has its own style and color. Their individual combat potential is 0. So it sounds like they're easily killed. But they can be irritating in large numbers. Guys, this is a dig. This writer is writing about a certain group of people on this planet and digging at them. You might be able to use them to your advantage. Most important among the tribes are Raal, Raal as in raw pool, yeah. Juve, Stein, Elpool, and Geners. Elpool, that looks like Liverpool. Seriously. And Geners, I don't know what Geners would be. Do not, on any occasion, wear a coloured scarf. They will target you. Oh, hello. He's got a scarf coloured. Ooh, I like that. Hooligans will only take an offence to it, so stay clear of that stuff, all right? I know there's a thing with bananas in shopping trolley. Hey, what does that mean? Hey, Krillian, how's it going? Or Carillion, human barbecue. Yum, yum. I like my barbecue like I like my women. Glazed and on a plate with a metal spike through them. Bloody hell, mate. That's pretty tough, that. Illusory monsters and demons is somebody else we could come across here. Groms have a liking for this sort of thing, okay? Always remember that the illusioscope will not be very far away. You will be frightened, okay? Gromulan illusions have known to make a Brontian, whatever one of them is, take fright. Ooh. Note that they can also be on a very large scale. Okay, guys? Are you getting all this? I don't know what any of this means. Okay, so weapons. We do have weapons, but we don't carry too many personal arms. The basic weapon is the Catchman, designed by Uladar Zoni, basically Q. It shoots out a fine liquid plastic, which takes the form of netting. So it's like a net gun. Wraps itself around the prey and thus totally incapacitates them. Man, why don't cops use these things instead of real guns, you know? Unfortunately, it has a high failure rate. 33% it'll fail. Why are we using it then? Why get something better? Man, I don't think people are thinking in the future here. And it's got to be the future. Rogue tracers are skilled in the use of all weapons, though. Blasters, stun guns, even the good old-fashioned neutron sword. Sounds like a lightsaber to me. But in the last resort, they rely on their quick thinking, fast reflexes, and superb fitness. I mean, we've got a skill of 10 and a stamina of 20. We are definitely in that category of quick thinking and go all night type of superb fitness. If a woman is shopping with bananas facing up in a shopping trolley, it means she's after a man. What a load of codswallop, Primester. Well, you just throw your bananas in. If bananas facing up, she's after a man. Bananas facing down means she wants a woman. Like, I mean, who came up with that stuff, mate? What if she's shopping with cucumbers facing up? A neutron sword for sure, totally not copyrighted. Yeah, definitely. Neutron is like a light, yeah. Light sword is like a saber. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to start a fight here, but yeah, neutron sword, lightsaber, basically the same thing. Catchment gun is like the Walter PPK. Or just throw some bananas in the trolley. I mean, yeah, what do they just throw them in? They don't think. And suddenly a guy's going, hey, she's on the prowl. Her bananas, they're the right way. And then he goes over, how you doing? And she's like, what are you doing? And he's like, well, your bananas are facing up. It means you're up for it, isn't it? So, no, I just put them in. I just like bananas. What are you doing? What are you talking about? Security! And the guy's gone, it was the rules! I swear to God, it was the rules! Bananas with a pair of plums either side. God. Right, man. Anyway. Okay, so we've done our skill, stamina, luck. We've done our fear. We know about time. We know about combat. I think we're ready, guys. Man, I'm knackered. I'm going to just have a little bit of a nut myself. Now, evidently, guys, there's a thing that if you eat a nut whole, means you got a big gob. And if you nibble at your nuts, like that, means you got a small gob. Evidently. Star is like Sky and Strider is like Walker. Mate! Leo, you're absolutely right. Basically, this is Skywalker, the book. We're a Jedi. Rogue Tracer is a Jedi. Mate, this is such a rip-off. I'm sorry. Who wrote this again, mate? I'm so sorry, mate. I'm not downplaying your book here. But, Luke, mate, I'm really sorry. I'm sure it's a great book, but it's basically Star Wars. And we're Skywalker. And we're a Jedi. Isn't it? Right. I mean, there's C-3PO right there. Or Darth Vader, one of the two. And this illusion thing that they're talking about, that's basically the Force, isn't it? Someone's got a Force gun. Luke Sharp. No, Luke Sharp's not a freak. He wrote a book, man. He's all right, like. He put time and effort into this. We have to appreciate that. And then he put the Grinch on the cover. Jim Carrey, the Grinch. Right, guys. F's in the chat when you're ready to start. Oop. Drop me water. It wasn't the bananas that gave the game away. It was the fact that she spread eagle on the cash register, dipping hot dogs into her vanilla custard. Bloody hell. Shelf warmer. Welcome in, mate. I mean, bloody hell. That's one way to start it, isn't it? Bloody hell. What kind of videos you been watching, mate? What kind of supermarkets you been going to? Right. Guys, we've docked into Earth Shuttle Station 23. All lines to Air Sector 3. A bright neon light announces. You park your Oberon craft in the short terminal airlock and walk down to a dirty-looking ticket office. Guys, this is future shit. We need some... Hang on. I need to get some music up here. Just give me a second. I should have known about this and done this before, but... Apologies, but I feel like we need some spacey type of music. And it copyright free, definitely. Don't want to get nuked. Pardon me. Right. Yeah, this looks decent. That's only 2 minutes, though. That's 2 hours. We'll have that. Minus the advert break. Here we go. Wait for that intro to finish. Come on, mate. Here we go. Hey. A little bit loud, mate. Can you guys hear that? Is that too loud? What's the thoughts, guys? Is that too loud or is that good or what? You can't hear that at all? A desktop audio zone. Let me turn off Creepy Dungeon. There we go, that should help. Can you hear that? Sorry, it's soft. How about that? I gotta turn it down because I can't hear myself now. What's that like? Oh shit, yeah, the on-screen timer. Thank you so much. Who said that? Tim, thank you so much, mate. We start the time. Where's the on-screen timer gone? It's gone. I do have an on-screen timer and I've just activated it, but it's not showing. Oh, is it? No, it's not showing. Why isn't it showing? Hang on a second here. Copy. Let me go find out what's going on with the stopwatch here. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's there. It should be there. Weird that. Custom frame rate, local file. No, it's a URL, mate. That's so weird. So I've just practiced it. I've opened up the link and it is starting. It's working. But in OBS it doesn't work. Like, I can try putting it back in maybe. That's a bit weird, that. Let me try pasting it back in and... That's so weird. I mean, I'll have to put in I guess I'll have to put in another one. Another URL link. So weird, this. I'll call this one clock, because I can't name it time, because there's already one called time. Have I got to create... Well, I haven't got to create this new every single time. Clock don't work either. So the link does work. I'm watching the time now, but it doesn't work when I use OBS. OBS has had an update, so maybe that's why, like, URLs don't work or something. I don't know. It's that I use the browser to put it in. Create new. I mean, call it time, but it's going to say that's already in use, surely. Make source visible. There is the source. Paste it in. Set the time. Custom body. I don't know. Oh, hang on a second. That custom body was... Oh, God. GitHub. It's not really a stopwatch I want. It's a timer. Although it's called stopwatch. I don't know. Do we need to park and ticket for a shuttle? Yeah, definitely. It says code there, but there's nothing there. Add this to your script. Sorry guys, I'm very sorry, but that's weird. Not having that. I guess we'll have to go without the stopwatch, guys, because for some reason it just stopped working. The only thing I've done is updated OBS recently, but I don't know why it suddenly stopped working. Like, and I don't know what I used last time to get it. So every time I go to this, it just gives me weird options. So I guess we've lost the stop. I'll have to get it sorted for next time, guys. Sorry, it's a bit weird. Oh, hang on. I didn't type in OBS in the search. That's why. Here it is. I've got it. Timer plugin. No, that's not the one I used, but we'll have that. It's a plugin. Hang on. Let me minimize this. Let me deactivate that. I just need the code, mate. Download. No good. Simple stopwatch source for OBS. There you go. That's the one. Right. They must have changed the link. Simple stopwatch for OBS. There it is. Save. Copy link address. They must have changed maybe the address or something. I don't know. It's the same address. No different. Still doesn't work. Guys, you stopwatch your shit. Just to let you know. Add a browser source, then add the following URL, which I've done. If you don't want the stopwatch to reset on the scene switch, then you need to create a new scene with just the stopwatch and overlay it on your other scenes, which I've done. It makes sense. It don't fucking work, mate. I mean, it does have a body background. It does have a custom CSS here. So I don't maybe need to delete that or something. Shut down source when not visible. Yes. Refresh browser when scene becomes active. Yes. Click. Click. No. It ain't there, buddy. It ain't there. It's bullshit, man. Right, I'll just delete. We'll have to leave this. We haven't got a stopwatch timer, guys, but it's not a big deal. Like, We just clocked the time now, guys. Right now it's 1 o'clock. So we start the time now. Boom. Okay? Anyway. Wish I nursed now. Anyway. If you hadn't, somebody else would have, like Flaming Aaron says. Anyway, we've parked our space shuttle. We've gotten out. We look around. You bang on the small plexiglass window, and eventually a Megacorp android appears and stutters at you. Can you guys hear the music okay? Is that alright? It should have been out of commission years ago. It has difficulty in understanding your request for a ticket on the next shuttle, but eventually takes your credit card, still using that in the future, and utters what you'll soon recognize as a traditional Earth saying. That'll do nicely. As you trudge away down the corridor, you hear the Megacorp squeaking to you to have a nice day. We live longer than it took to not find the stopwatch. How to reduce shimmering manly what? Muncher, mate. How to reduce shimmering manly runways and taxi lines and taxiway signs and buildings. I have 1080 Ti with the... Well, this is a fighting fantasy stream, mate. So flight sim is... yeah, we don't talk that here, mate. Go in my Discord. I'll help you out there, all right? We die at the first encounter and no one remembers looking for the stopwatch. Well, you say I like your style, Leo M, but I don't see a Leo M comment here. When you... I like it... We'll start. Well, that weird. Right, so there are about 20 seats in this shuttle. I thought we just got off the shuttle, of which only 5 were occupied. You were directed to your seat and given a copy of the safety procedures by a service android. You sit down on something sticky. They haven't cleaned the seats, guys. The android asks you what you would like to have. Shall we say nothing at all? Shall we ask for a cocktail or some food cubes? Food cubes, guys. They don't eat food in the future. Everything's cubed. So do we want a cocktail, nothing, or food cubes? Definitely need a haircut. Food, please. Right, food cubes, yeah? Excuse me, could I have some of them food cubes I saw? A good idea. You will need all your energy when you're on planet. Add 1 stamina point. Well, we can't because we're tapped out. So that's been pointless. Honestly. We haven't lost any stamina to recover, so... Food cube was pointless. I mean, adding the stamina to, you know, from the food cube. Otherwise, that's that. Shove some food cubes in our food hole. The shuttle lands in the dark segment of the planet in what appears to be a desolate area of Sector 3. There are no habitation lights, and you assume that this base station, not space station, base station, the Death Star, was built in the days when shuttles needed huge landing areas. All the passengers troop out onto the station. You look up and see the familiar Rocket a Hire sign. Rocket for hire. I mean, that's Rocket a Hire. That sounds like a dodgy name in a dodgy film. Hey, I'm Rocket a Hire guy. And you go over to a shoddy counter. There is no android on duty. You stand there reading zip car brochures while all the other passengers file towards the Silver Hound, which is waiting outside. Smoke belching from its rocket outlets. Its destination is Madrid. In the far corner, a Sweeperton takes a break from its work and looks at you. Do you wait around for a zip car, talk to the android, or join the others in the Silver Hound? And the fourth option is, do you have any clue what's going on? So we can wait around for a zip car, which I'm guessing is like a taxi. We can talk to the android who's just looked at us. He's a Sweepertron. Or we can join the queue and get in the Silver Hound, which thinking is Greyhound, like a coach, you know. Do you have a copy of Motorsport? Ask Master. Talk to the sweeper. Talk to C-3PO. Hello, I'm C-3PO. Okay, yeah, so we're going to talk to the android. Yo, Andy, how's it going? I'm a rogue tracer, you know, but don't tell anyone. What's going down, android? God, I hope this picture doesn't relate to us guys that I'm reading now. C-3PO's just gone mental. You walk towards the android, and it drops its vacuum attachment. You saw nothing. And goes out of a side door. You follow, turn a corner, and find it waiting for you. It presses the code match signal, and you respond. It is one of the planeted androids, guys. It gives you as much information as it has gleaned. And it tells you that the Groms are based in 4 cities and that the Silverhound bus is the only mode of public travel to get to those cities. The Rocket-to-Hire company has withdrawn the services due to lack of demand, and private zip cars are few and far between. All high-level Groms are linked into the bases through their comm terms. If you can get access to one of the terminals, you could probably get a lot of important information. When its message is ended, it begins to self-destruct. Bloody hell. Bum. Gone. So I guess we're catching a bus, guys. We're getting a Silverhound. Yo, Silverhound. Human-cyborg relations. Yeah. Pick us V. Pick us V? What does that mean? Silverhound it is. Yeah, that's it. Your mission, Mr. Hunt. So we're getting on the Silverhound. You board the bus. All the passengers are from shuttle. You sit down and strap up. The Silverhound lurches and speeds off. Like that. From their conversation, you detect that most of the passengers are sales reps. The main topic is the price of salt mining equipment. One passenger, obviously a Grom, sits ahead in the first class section. He is being attended by his own android. Isn't it? You begin to doze off while a vid screen in front of you shows endless adverts from Galactic Ents Incorporated. Deduct 2 time points. So we're on 46 now. Suddenly, you wake up with a start. Oh, what's that? You look out the window to see flashing lights. The bus slows down and lands in a swirl of dust. The 2 Grompol pals, androids, they get in and announce that they want to check everyone's ID. We're looking for trouble. Everybody, give me your ID. When they see your rogue tracer's license, they grab you, like that. They throw you outside. You're in trouble. Come with us. Do we want to run for it or just go along with them, guys? Are we going to make a run or are we going to see what happens? What do you reckon? Oh, this is getting... We've been busted, guys. We've been absolutely busted. Head off with the Grompol twats. Okay. We'll go along with them then. Spell Sing, mate. I hope you've played this one before. Have you just nuked us, mate? Oh, look at that. The paragraph above says on the way to London. How cool is that? Game over. It's game over, man. You're pushed into the Grompol craft and made to stand in front of the Grom commander. Take him off. Who is sitting down. He watches you very carefully. I'm watching you with my 4 eyes. Then asks, who are you tracing? Do you want to give him a name or refuse to speak? You're going to have to torture me if you want it, the information. So are we going to tell him? We're going to say, oh, yeah, I'm looking for, Eddie Murphy or whatever. Or are we going to say nothing? Speaking of Eddie Murphy, guys, new Beverly Hills Cop coming out on Netflix. Honestly, looks really fun. It looks like it goes back to like the first 2 films when it was good. Refuse to speak. Okay. See, I'm not saying anything. Oh, I just did. Oh, no. Okay. So we just stand there looking at him like we don't understand what he's talking about. You are right to refuse, okay? Rogue tracers never give any information on likely targets. The Grom accepts this fact and smiles. He stares at you without speaking. You look him up and down and realize how remarkably slight he is and how easy he would be to overpower. You're just thinking about how you're going to take him. Like, could grab him, twist him around, push him down. Could easily take him. Just then, his neck lengthens. Oh, bloody hell, I think it is. I think this picture is what I'm reading. His neck lengthens and his hand stretches from where he is sitting to right in front of your face, like that. His mouth widens, like that, and is full of fangs to bite your head off. That is, guys. We got to test our fear. So we roll 2 dice. Our fear is 10, so unless I do an 11 or 12, we're fine. We're actually, nothing really rocks us. I rolled an 8, so that's below. So if you were frightened, reduce, but we're not. Then you're allowed back on the bus. So what was the point of that? So hang on. They questioned us. We said nothing. He breathed on us. And then they just let us go. What's that all about? You guys got a weird interview system going on here. How old is Eddie Murphy now? I don't know, actually. Should we have a look at... I don't know why I'm looking up Eddie Murphy's age. Eddie Murphy age. Wow. 63 years old, guys. He's 63. So he's still rocking Axel Foley at 63. I mean, he doesn't look like he's 63. It looks like he's like late 40s, early 50s, to be honest. But it don't crack, does it? You know what I'm saying? So, where was I now? Oh yeah, back on the bus now. Or a new actor, eh? Or a new actor. No, it's Eddie Murphy as Axel Foley. I think his son, somebody plays his son in the film. I think, I'm not sure. I know there was a script about 5-6 years ago, and it was him and his son go on. But they were looking into filming that, but they didn't, because they wanted to turn it into a TV show, but it didn't happen. And I think they tweaked it, but I don't know if his son is in this. The trailer's on Netflix, guys. You go watch it. It honestly looks really good. It honestly does. So no, it's Eddie Murphy back in the role of Axel Foley. I don't know why. Anyway, back on the bus. The others stare at you. The Silver Hound takes off. Everyone's like going, he's just been bloody, 100 meters above the old Earth Highway. Oh, do you remember the old Earth Highway, guys, eh? On the road again. I can't wait to get back on that old Earth Highway again. As the sun begins to rise, you notice the landscape. The Grom ahead is watching an episode from the latest Galactic Ents soap opera on his private vid screen. They got bad acting in it and so everything. You told me you bought that planet for me, and it turns out it was for her? Oh, like, the hard selling commercials continue on the screen in front of you. Deduct 2 time points. We're losing time watching telly, guys. So, hang on. It actually hasn't stated this in the book yet, has it? If time gets to 0, it's game over, isn't it? It must be, surely. Did it say that? Did it say something about... If your time score ever reaches 0, you have failed. And they've sucked the information from the president. Okay, so the bus is going along, and a stop is announced for breakfast. A silver hound sets down in a craft park by a small diner, friends of the bus company. There is no galactic service station. A sign proudly proclaims Julia's under original Earthling management. You follow the others inside, and there is a wide selection of food cubes and drink tubes for sale. While you tug at a tube... What? Yeah, tugging at your tube. You turn around and come face to face with Kintalopsty. That sounds like another dodgy name. Hi, I'm Kintalopsty. An escaped prisoner whom you originally arrested. They're going to make us. Oh, it's a guy. He recognizes you and rushes out of the door. He's going to tell somebody. Do we want to give chase to him or keep a low profile and let him go? What do you want to do, guys? No breaks. We don't have time. How many time points did we lose looking for the on-screen timer? 2. We're on 44, guys. 44 time points. Can we shoot him? It doesn't say, guys. I mean, we pull out a gun and everyone's going to make us as a rogue tracer. So we either run after him or a lot of... I'm not saying that. We either run after him or we just keep a low profile, eat our food cubes, act normal. So what do you want to do, guys? You want to run after him, you know, or are we just going to sit down and munch some cubes? What do you reckon? What is the next book we're going to be reading next time? Phantoms of Fear. Ooh. Let's chase that scum down. Okay, we'll run after him, yeah? We're going to give chase. Food cubes are tempting, but I reckon we run. Yeah, Phantoms of Fear, guys. In 2 weeks' time, is it? What's happening in 2 weeks? 16th of June. Guys, it's June! It's the 2nd of June today. I didn't even realize we're in the summer. We're all going on a summer holiday. It's summertime, guys. We're in June. Official now, isn't it? Chase that rebel scum. You drop your cubes and chase after him. And when you're outside, you see him signaling towards a group of rocket. He's signaling, guys. He's signaling. That's the signal, isn't it? Towards a group of rocket bikers in the far corner of the craft park. You immediately whip out your catchman and pull the trigger. Roll 1 die. 5. If you roll 4 or under, we rolled a 5, your weapon jammed. Brilliant. We didn't. If you roll a 5 or a 6, you've caught Lopsty. Brilliant. Guys, this gun is going to kill us. You find a basement in which to hide him and you strap him to a signal unit so that the trace beam can find him. He snores while you cover him up with sacks and write pencil all over his face. Back in the diner, all eyes, including plasti pupils, are on you. They're on you. It's winter down there, is it, Leo? Oh, mate, I'm sorry, mate. Sorry, yeah. Down under, in the below the hemisphere, it's getting cold. It's... Hang on, did I just put my hand on the screen? Because I don't actually remember doing that. I'm so far behind. I need to refresh this because I'm showing a picture from about 10 minutes ago on the side one here because I have it side up. I suppose there's no point in having it side up, is there? There we go. That's so weird. It was like 10 minutes old. Guys, refresh your screens. Internet shit today. You have to constantly do it. So they've all realized that they all know who we are, guys. We're a Blade Runner. Someone asks you, did you get him? You turn around and see it's a large man wearing a t-shirt with Julio on the front of it. Do you respond and chat with the man, or do we ignore him and get on with breakfast? Do we act cool and just sit down chomping like a badass, or do we go, yeah, I got him, thank you, I got him. What do you want to do? I had to whip out my hot water bottle because it's so chilly. Mate, sorry to hear that. Chat time. Oh, you want to talk to him, yeah? Yeah, we'll have a chat. Let's have a chat.
Criminals and groms. That's all we have on Earth these days. Always glad to see a rogue tracer, though.
The man is the owner of the diner, and he proclaims himself
the last of the native independents I am.
He loves to talk and eventually gets onto the subject of groms.
We are second-class citizens on this planet, although most natives have left for Alpha Cent. No real jobs there, though.
He tells you of the hooligans, whom he describes as
good boys, really.
His son is a member of a gang in Madrid. He is called Jose 90. Add 1 luck point. Well, we can't because we're topped out of luck. Oh wait, no, we didn't test for luck. No, so we another worthless addition because we haven't lost any luck points. Eventually, the bus signals take off and you rush to board it. As you settle down, you realize you haven't eaten anything. Too busy yapping. The grom in front of you is being served a Galtrian omelette by his android. Reduce your stamina point by 1. We didn't eat, guys. Should have eaten. Always take the chance to fill your fat face, guys. Otherwise it goes skiddy. The silver hound lurches off and you have to listen to the rep's dirty stories about the pleasure planet of Luxurious. Guys, there's a pleasure planet. Luxurious. Eventually you reach Madrid and everybody gets off. And when's the next bus to Luxurious taking place? You make your way towards the Silver Hound terminal. A few natives wander around, carrying heavy cases. In the craft park, there are 2 buses, one marked Roma and the other being repaired by a team of mechanoids. You see a sign marked Services and head towards it. You find that there is only one route that links the northern sector. Most services have been cancelled due to lack of demand, and there are considerable delays between stops. While you are working out the times, an android stands next to you and you feel the code match pulse on your chronograph. Deduct 2 time points. We're down to 42 now. Typical Luke Sharp. Man, you guys have got something against old Luke boy here. Do you signal back or decide to follow it first? I don't even know what that means, those options. While you're working out the times, an android stands next to you and scans you. Do you signal back to him or decide to follow him? Right, okay, I get it now. So we can either follow C-3PO. There we go. Excuse me. Bit of indigestion there, I think, from the nuts. So we're following him, yeah? The android wanders off out of the terminal. You give it a few minutes and then you go to the window. You look out carefully. It's speaking to 2 Grompol androids and is oblivious that it has been turned. Luckily, the planted androids do not know what you look like, even though we're right behind them. The turned android, they don't know our face. Okay. The turned android moves off and fingers its stun gun as it passes a group of hooligans who are trying to break into a food cube dispenser. Do you follow the android or approach the hooligans, guys? What do we want to do? Probably the place where we got a Lotta from. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, I'm a Lotta. Welcome to Luxuria. Is a Lotta on your passport, love? Do we still have the Y-shaped stick from Fireton Mountain? That's like the third time somebody's asked that. We still got that. We're still rocking the stick. Mate. Oh, I didn't activate it. Fuck. So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna? I don't even know where we are. Yeah, do we follow the android or approach the hooligans, guys? No stream is complete without it. Follow Robbie Robot. There it is. Okay, follow the android. The android walks at a standard pace in a westerly direction. Most of the tall buildings are crumbling, and as you walk along, you notice that some side streets are still inhabited by natives. The android reaches an area full of bushes and trees from which rises a very old and grand building in an excellent state of repair. Do you attack the android or carry on following it? I mean, well, why are we attacking an android now? Don't get it. Your plastic pal who's fun to be with. So are we going to do attack the android or follow it still? Oh my god, above on another paragraph it says Grompol Escort. There's dealings with an escort. We're going to follow it, yes. Oh no, Spellsinger says stove its head in, so we got to attack it. Guys, don't forget, if you're a member of my channel, you get to use the highlight a comment feature in the chat. And anybody who is a member of my channel and uses the highlight a comment feature, your option, your decision, your whatever, you know, is overridden by everyone else. Doesn't matter if you because I always take the first answer that comes up, you know, so if there many people put it up, whoever said it first, that's what we do. But if you want to make sure that your comment is followed, use the highlight a comment. I think it's called highlight a comment. It's called, oh god, I've just lost the chat there. I don't know what it's called. What's it called? Yeah, free member milestone chat. Send a highlighted message as a member. It's free to do that. You have to push the dollar sign, but it is free to do that. So an android. Oh, hang on, wait. What's the place? Shit. I don't know where we were. Oh, there we go. Do you follow the android? Okay, yes, we did. So I found it. I will have it. 63, there we go. Okay, got it. The android is disguised as an administrative support. It is a good idea to attack it if you know its circuits very well. You throw your weight on its back and it falls into the bushes. You gently press the back of its left ear. Automatic functions cease. You reach inside its mouth and rip out the comm board to stop it transmitting distress signals. You have 30 gravity seconds before self-destruct sets in. You can ask it one question. Do you ask it, where is the president kept? Or do you ask it, where are Grom secret records kept? Or do you ask it, how can I get into the administrative building? Or do you ask it, what do the Groms know about my mission? Okay? We can only ask one question before it blows up. So are we asking about the president? About the records? About how to get into the building? Or do they know about my mission? Which one of those four, okay, do we do? It's going, guys. You got 30 seconds. Tick, tick, tick. Come on, tick tock, mother. Come on. How do I get in? Right. How do I get in the administrative building? Self-destruct begins. at its feet as it dutifully answers your question.
The administrative building is for androids only. Even Groms cannot get physical access, but make contact through their comm terms. You can get...
And before it can give you any further information, its speech functions disintegrate, and the rest of the android dissolves into the ground. Deduct 2 time points. We're on 40 time now. I hope you guys extracted some information that was useful from that, because means nothing to me. I ain't got a clue. And I won't remember what he said, by the way. Ask him if he's got a metal wang. Yeah, that'll come in handy with our mission, won't it? You rocking a metal rod there, mate? What is the question to the answer of the meaning of life, the universe, and everything? Oh, we could have asked that as well. That could have been one of them. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Oh, what happens if you flick it? That's a question. So you look around, and in the distance, there are 2 guard androids. They're walking along a wide avenue. It appears as though they are looking for something. You stroll away and turn left down a smaller road, where you notice a vidprint shop with some antiquarian floppies in the window. I'm not making this up. You have not seen floppies since your visit to the Cavod and Experti Museum when you were a kid. Guys, do you go in or do you carry on? I don't know where we're carrying on to, though. Like, I haven't got a clue where we're going. I don't know what we're doing. Like, I don't even know where we're on a planet, I think. I don't know. C30 trading card. The error that looks like he's very excited. So we're going in. We're going in the museum that we haven't been in since a kid. Or that we haven't seen the things. Okay. The shop is packed with old pieces of firmware and even has some documents in book format. Do you remember them, kids? Hey? Books. You don't remember that, do you? Hey? Oh! A pre-Grom technology robot sits at the credit unit and in limited speech asks if it can help. You reply that you're just looking. We're just not looking to buy. We're just having a look. You sift through all the crap and then you have to test your luck. 9. That's unlucky for us. We've got a luck of 8. Now it's down to 7. We're unlucky, guys. It's never a good idea to be unlucky. You leave the shop without having found anything of interest. Even though we saw floppies that excited us as a kid, we didn't see them when we went in. And you turn the corner into a wider road and walk along for a time. You walk along for a time. That's the weirdest sentence. You see a large circular building in the distance, but as you head towards it, you feel the throb of your chronograph, which is now preset to code match with planted androids. You look around you. To your left is an android with some boxes in its hands. Okay? It's being intimidated by a bunch of hooligans, and there's the picture. Hey, get that android! Destroy it!
I'm just a robot.
Or do you prefer to keep a low profile? So, do we go over and help the android that's possibly scanning us? Or do we keep a low profile? You've not seen a floppy since it was last cold. Save the android, Spellsinger says. Save the android. There's t-shirts I feel somewhere with that on it. I feel like there's a t-shirt that says save the android somewhere. My back is hurt. I don't know why, but I think I'm sitting wrong on this chair. We don't want your robots here. They can wait outside. We don't serve them that kind here. You pull out your catchman and fire at one of the hooligans. You punch your second, and the rest run away like scaredy cats. The android picks up the boxes and thanks you in what is quite an emotional voice. Thank you. You signal code match, and when it realizes who you are, it drops its boxes again, And when it has calmed down, it introduces himself as Will 1 Android. Like Wally, but Will 1 Android. So you decide to call it Willy. My God. This book, man. It tells you that the president is almost certainly not in Madrid, but in one of the other cities. There should be information about his location at the Plaza de Toros base station. The Groms are great organizers, and everything is filed away. They've literally left a paper trail. The Plaza de Toros building is accessible only to androids, and it's heavily guarded by many troops of Excels. Sounds tough. Any chance you could go and rescue him then, as you can get in? Can we not hotwire his brain to go do the mission for us? Willy tells you that its master is low-ranking Grom, whose comm term has probably not got full access to the Plaza de Toros space station. Deduct 2 time points. So Bell Wang wasn't far off. Willy leads you towards his master's house. You head off south with Willy towards its I can't believe I'm saying Willy on YouTube live stream. You head off south with Willy towards its master's house. Willy is very chatty, and he's got one eye. One eye. It has been given a random personality chip, and it's just talking a lot of bollocks, basically. Some of its coordination functions, this is certainly C-3PO, this one. Some of its functions have been corrupted. However, it drops its boxes again. It's always like dropping its boxes. This sounds like the old soap in the shower thing. By the time you reach the house, you're carrying most of them. There are 3 guards at the house, plus an elusoscope and various other Grom devices. Willy calls you when the coast is clear and points to the door at the top of the stairs. It has not had a chance to get inside and investigate the comm term. You run up the steps and you find that the door is unlocked. Hey! Will you rush straight in through the door, or do you prefer to check out a possible alarm circuit to see if the place has got alarms yet? Master of Willy's may know where Prez is located. Will Menas tend to follow our Willys? Do we? I mean, it is in front of us, so I guess that's technically true. We are. Every man follows his Willy, because it's a bit in front. Well, my belly's in front, to be honest. I think that's the thing that's leading me at the moment. I need to get that belly down. I need to get some more exercise on it. You know what I mean? Check for traps. Okay. You look carefully at the edges of the door for light beams or wiring, anything dodgy. Suddenly, an android arm grabs you from behind in a strong grip. Is that Willy that's grabbing us? Is Willy behind me, grabbing me? You give way and collapse out of its grip. You realize that you're going to have to fight this guard silently but quickly. It's got a skill of 9, so it's got a -1 advantage. That's not an advantage, disadvantage, sorry. And its stamina is 8. So he has to -1, right? But we go first because we're attacking him. Here we go. So we rolled a 3. A 3. That was nearly a double 1. Fuck. We rolled a 3. That's not a good sign. He rolls a 9, but he has to -1, so it becomes an 8. We rolled a 3. We lose 5 stamina points. Dude, these androids are not messing about. We roll a 7. That's better. It rolls a 7 as well, but loses 1. So it's a 6. So it loses 1 stamina point. It's down to 7. Damn. We roll... Fuck off. I'm sorry, what is going on? Seriously, guys, it's not our. This is. Oh God. I mean, there's plenty of other options here to play this book. There's plenty of other times we get to play this book, but today we just shot the net in our face and we killed ourselves for some reason. I don't know why, but evidently we did it. Unbelievable. So that's the book in 2 weeks' time, guys. Can you believe that? First fight, second round, game of... Literally, our first fight. We did not fight. Do you know what? I'm changing these dice again. These dice are bullshit. I reckon they're weighted. I reckon the Games Workshop weighted these dice. Because there's so many double ones when we roll. I mean, if he'd gone first, he'd have rolled that double one. Well, probably not, but, you know. Unbelievable. Guys, I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say, but what I will say is I will get the next one done and share it in the stream here. So bear with, guys. Bear with me a second. Let me reuse them settings. It's Phantoms of Fear. Phantoms. Ooh, that's not capitalized. Phantoms of Fear. Can you believe it? Don't know what to say. Right, so this is for the 16th of June. Has anybody got any issues with that? Like, is everybody free on that day? We should have used Willie as a sword. The timer would have ended at 40 minutes. Yes, 40 minutes, guys, it would have been. 40 minutes. Can you believe that? Right. All right, guys. Here is the link, guys, to the next one. Click that link. Go give it a like so you guys will get notified when we go live. I've just liked it. So that's our next one. And that's it, guys, I guess. I don't know what to say, but I will say this, though. I'm very close to building the bookshelf behind. We're getting close on it. It's probably going to be about a month away, but you're watching Mana Lords on the gaming channel. Do you ever... Yeah, Rhymester, right. Yeah, all those videos on the gaming channel are always pre-recorded, okay? In fact, I think I've actually got like another 2 Mana Lords or another few videos on that gaming channel yet to come out. So they're always pre-recorded. I never go live on my video game channel, okay? So when you were talking, you said in the comments, you were talking to a pre-recorded video. But I will go live on YouTube for Flight Simulation in the near future, okay? I'm going to see what it's like because YouTube and Twitch, they do their encoding very differently. And the chat is very different for both. So I want to try YouTube for a while. I want to see, because I used to stream Flight Sim and other things on YouTube, and I stopped doing that and went over to Twitch. You know, I kept one channel for the live stream, one channel for pre-recorded. But I'm going to try a live stream on YouTube for Flight Sim. So you guys heard it first. They don't know it's coming. So thank you guys for showing up, but stick around. We've still got like 3 minutes before I actually end the stream. So Flamin' Heron, Rhymester, Tim Street, John McCabe, Spellsinger, Rhymester, Wargaming Dad, Crillian, Leo M. Thank you all so much. I'm just trying to see, did I miss anybody? I think somebody beginning with a W was here, but I can't find his name. Shelf Warmer, that's it. Thank you guys for showing up. And Tim Street. John McCabe, I think I said that, yes. There's going to come a time in the future when I can't read out everybody's name who comes in. So I'm glad at the moment I can read out literally everybody who's dropped in. Thank you so much for watching. I so much appreciate your time that you're taking out. Even if you're there lurking, I do appreciate it. You sent me a message on Discord. I will open my Discord. In fact, I'll open it now, so I'll read it after the stream. Thank you very much. I did enjoy it, and I tell you, I reckon we could have done well. Stamina of 10. We had a very good character, but it wasn't meant to be, guys. I know some people are annoyed at these new rules that I put in with the double ones and the double sixes, but don't forget, as much as it kills us with we roll a double one, the enemy can also roll a double one, and we can also roll a double six, which would kill our enemy. So it is completely fair. It's just another layer of, will we finish the book? Which, when you read these books for the very first time, you don't know what you're doing, and you're very unlikely to succeed. And it just brings that back in, because these books are over 20 years old, guys. 20 years old. Like, in fact, they're like, some of them are 40 years old, okay? So we've read these many times, and it just brings back that will we or won't we factor that you get when you first read the books. That's the only reason I put it back in. So I think it gives it like a fair go. We'll try again in the future, so we know when we come back to this book, because it's quite fun. But you know, next time, Phantoms of Fear. So let me start the countdown, and then we can have a nice little chat. And yeah, so thank you guys for showing up. Don't forget, it's 12 noon every other Sunday. So next time, 16th of June. Take care, guys, but don't go anywhere, because we get to have a nice little chat. That's not the right one. That's the right one. We get a nice little chat now. So, yeah. Oh man, I can't believe I can remove this cushion under me bum now. Oh, that was killing me back and me bum. So sore. Feel like I've gone 10 rounds with Willie. Right. Oh, so much better now. Honestly, I was in pain, guys. Anyway, put that on that screen so I can see your chat as well. Right. Rhymester, yes. Let me see. Oh, hello. What's this? A map. He did get a response, yeah. So you've done another map, Rhymester. Nice one. Hang on, I've already got this one though. Is this a revamp? Is this a remaster version, mate? You've done? Because I've already got this one. But what? Someone's selling them on eBay? Or no, Etsy. Sorry, someone's selling them on Etsy. Oh my god! Hey, that's pretty cool the way they've done that map. It's like a tower. And you say, do you like it when you put in the numbers of the page? Yes, I do think it's better if you write the numbers, because when you're not looking at the map, you might lose your place. So I think putting the page numbers does really help. So definitely keep doing that. But somebody's selling these pictures, and they've used pictures from the book in with their sale, because that's, yeah, copyright, mate. They're gonna have copyright issues if they get shopped. Like, if they're actual selling images from fantasy books, unless they've got permission, which I seriously doubt, then yeah, they're basically breaking copyright law there, and I would not advise doing that, because it could cost you hundreds of thousands if it ever goes to court, because you can't deny breaking copyright. And so literally all your sales, or a lot of more money, would probably go straight to the owner. So yeah, don't do that, mate. But I do like your new map you've sent. I do think it's nice. I do like the top down version. Like the one that you sent me, it almost looks like I'm looking down, but I'm looking straight ahead, because he's put the towers in, and it's a bit confusing. I do prefer your map, but his is in color, so that's a win. I do, like, have you ever thought about doing color versions, mate? Let me turn off that, because that's actually... Anyway, guys, I'm going to shoot now. I'll see you next week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Take care of yourself and each other.